I'm going to show you how you can get $100 free from the state of California just by having a kid. Now, I know most of you watching this video are thinking, Nick, no, I'm not having any more kids, but you most likely know someone who is having a kid, whether it's a grandkid, a friend who's having some grandkids. So California recently implemented a college savings programs for newborns, for all newborns. And the process is relatively simple. First, you have to have a kid after July 1st of 2022. If you've had a kid before then in 2022, sadly you don't qualify. The next thing you have to do is go over to this portal and register your account. So they say up to 3 months after the child is born, you should be getting a letter talking about the $25 automatic deposit into your account. Then when you go on and link your account up through the CalKids website, you get another $25 deposit, $50 combined. Then the last step is you open a ScholarShare 529 account. Now again, you don't have to put any money into this thing. You simply have to open the accounts and link them up. Once you do that, you'll get another $50 from the state of California, totaling $100 total dollars. So what's the catch? Well, there is no catch, at least not yet. This money is meant to be spent on education costs, whether it's tuition, books, etc. There's still a lot of guidelines to come out around what this program looks like and how the costs can be paid for and how to get the money out and etc. etc. However, it seems like a pretty simple process just to get $100 free. Now, of course, the incentive behind this is to get people to save money for college. College has gotten a lot more expensive, as most of you know, increasing at a very, very high rate. Now, saving $100 in 1 year and just leaving $100 to grow over 18 years, even if you have it invested, is not going to be a deal breaker. And in the end, I calculated it would be about $285 on a 6% annualized return rate. Again, that's not going to do much of anything for you. But the idea is same as it is with retirement. The idea of setting aside money and income for future expenses, especially college. So when you open up a 529 account, especially something like ScholarShare, you can put money in. It grows tax deferred. You don't get taxed on any interest or the gains if you realize any. And it comes out tax free if you use it for higher education costs. So it's a nice way to save for college. Now the website is very clear. All newborns born after July 1st of this year qualify. So it's not an income threshold. It simply states you have to register on the website to get access to the funds. Now, since this program is new, they're probably still developing the processes and the guidelines. However, it seems relatively simple on the onset. So what can the funds be used for? Well, the funds can be used for anything related to tuition, books, room and board, and computer equipment. Think of anything that relates to education expenses, maybe outside of clothing. The value of a 529 is starting very young. Think of it again as an investment account for strictly education, because once you get that money in there, you're going to get penalized if you take it out and use it for something outside of education. So it's purely an investment for education. And the reason it's more beneficial when you start earlier, obviously, is the time it allows for you to grow that nest egg. So if you have a college-age kid coming up in the next couple of years, aka they're going off to college, maybe the next 5 years, it may not make a ton of sense to go ahead and start a 529 because you're not getting the compounded growth effect as it relates to tax. Remember, it's growing tax deferred, it's coming out tax-free if you use it for college expenses. However, you want it to be able to grow on top of itself. And again, $100 over 18 years invested is not going to do much of anything for you. You have to be consistently saving. So outside of what that means and what that does for families in California, hopefully it's some kind of incentive to get people to start thinking about and saving for education costs in the future. So if you know someone who recently had a newborn after July 1st, or someone who has no idea what they're going to do in regards to college costs and how to finance that, send them our way. Let them know that we have some resources for them. We have some strategies, mainly around 529 plans and how to implement those for future college expenses. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let us know. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Until next time, take care.